Well, let's get it going. Let's talk about how ready the Dodgers are for 2024. I am Tim Rogers. It does rhyme with your LA Dodgers. And we are with Dodgers 2080. We're here with the Dodgers 2080 experience. So let's start talking about, are the Dodgers ready for 2024? All right. So I know I've been away for a bit. There we go. Showtime LA is in the house. I've been out for a bit. So, and I even have the schedule all jacked up on this thing. Let me fix that. Sorry about that, people. I didn't mean 1:45. I meant 12:45, like now. So, dang it. Let's see if they can let me fix that. It doesn't look like it. That's okay. So we'll talk. We're ready to roll. So, that's interesting. Customization. Yeah, no go on that. No go on that. That's okay. All right. Yeah, we're rolling. So we're live now. So I was at spring training, as some of you may know. That was the reason I've been not doing stuff on the channel other than some shorts and things like that. The good news is I got out there. The bad news is I had to leave early, partially because of work, but also just yesterday. I went, had breakfast with a friend because the Dodgers play like usually 1:30, the young guys. So, I'd go, all right, cool. I'm going to go have breakfast with a friend of mine, then go ahead over to the ballpark. Come strutting into the ballpark, and I see Jeff Snyder and his two boys. So talked with him for a little bit, and then head over to the backfields. No one's there. Like, it's empty. And so I asked, hey, what's going on? They said, oh, they played their games at 10 o'clock because of the expected rain. So, yeah, I missed the whole day, basically, of that. And then I also knew that there wasn't going to be anything going on Saturday morning. So my next thing was really going to be like at 4 o'clock, which would be the prospect game. And I didn't know if I had a pass or not. And at the same time, I'm going, man, I'm tired and all that stuff. I just decided to go home. So went home on one of my stops. I stop at Love's all the time. That's where I like to go. Check my phone. Says I got approved for the pass for the prospect game today. But I'm like, I'm already gone. I'm not going back. It's and I got too much going on. Work's been hard, and miss my wife, all that good stuff. So I headed home. Got back last night, and getting back into the roll of things. So really, I only had 2 days of spring training. The good news, again, good news. This is all good news, bad news. The good news, of course, is I did get a press pass on the last game on Wednesday. I didn't bother going to the clubhouse. I had a choice. I could either go to the clubhouse or I could get content of some of the players out there doing work. So I did that, and then then went into the game because I wanted to get what's his name, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, get some B-roll of him, get some B-roll of Shohei, caught a little bit of Mookie, and then I left the dugout and went back to the backfields to watch the guys play. Caught a lot of players, got to see a lot of good things. A lot of players that we've talked about, I got to see in person. Guys like, the Albertus guy, Oswaldo, I can't remember Arosa. I can't remember his name now. The guy with the really Marishendrick, Martinez. So there was also some guys I saw, some pitching and all that. It was all good. Got to see the next day got to see all sorts of good stuff. Got a ton of content with that. So all in all, still a productive thing. Most importantly, got to hang with some friends. That's still, at the end of the day, that's still the main thing that I enjoy doing. All right, let's see. Comments. Okay, Showtime LA, still hoping for Adames. Let's see. Yeah, I don't like the wear and tear shortstop for Mookie either. And we'll talk about that in a minute. The Dodgers are ready, but is the middle infield ready? Well, for now they are, I think. What is it? Permanent for now. Or ready for now. Hoping for Hassan Kim, but will the Padres trade with the Dodgers? Oh, heck no. Yeah, no way, man. Yeah, you saw the DMAC interview. I did too. That's one of the things that kind of inspired me to do this one. I saw, Doug's interviews. Of course, really, really good. Doug is so good at his job now. I mean, that was rapid fire with Andrew Friedman. Doug's well prepared, ready to rock and roll, and ask some great questions. And we'll talk about some of those. Yeah, so he definitely, Friedman, they're never done. And I wonder what that means in terms of a certain pitcher the Astros are going after, which really bothers me. Yeah, Preller will be fired on the spot if he trades HSK to the Dodgers. Yeah, he would be. Well, I don't think fired. I think murdered is the word. Let's see. Marco, welcome. Let me make sure I got things in the right order. I still can't believe I scheduled this thing wrong. Glad people still came aboard. I really wish they'd let me fix that. That we're already rolling. So how is everyone doing? Said good to be back. There were some good questions coming in. What are the chances the Dodgers get Snell? I got it like 5% now. I think the Astros are going to get him. Let's take a quick gander at the internet machine. Sorry, my throat's just all of a sudden went a little stupid. It needs more Dr. Pepper Zero. Jim Bowden reporting the Dodgers' interest in Snell is a shorter term. Sorry. The Astros' interest in Snell is a shorter term deal with a high AAV with the same blueprint as the Boris Corp did with Bellinger. Giants, Angels, Yankees have also been linked to him at different times this offseason. They are not interested in a NOLA type contract. No one is, and they're not going to get that. Straight up. There's the information about. Let me make sure I'm not. Okay, I'm all good here. Whoa, hello. Sometimes things do dumb things. So they're saying. Okay. Oh, okay. I didn't catch this part of Doug's thing. I was in the middle of getting ready to go. So Friedman said, permanent for now means they're not going to move Luxy back until 2024 or 2025. And so, and I'm going to dig a little deeper into that. This means there is no plan to have him go to the minors, either to work at shortstop. So he's going to be the second baseman in 2024. The only way that would change is if there's a trade to get someone like Adames. And if you go look at it, you go, well, okay, so we got Adames. If he comes in, that means Lux would go down and work at shortstop. So that is an imminent threat, I think, there. Real quick, I want to show you guys something real quick. I picked it up today. Hold on. It's the one and only official jersey of Dodgers 2080 that I had had things customized. So you can see the back. Says 2080. The name is 2080 is the number. Okay, there's that. Then the front. So this is the last year's thingy. It's got the number. It's big, so it wraps a bit. But there it is. So if I don't have a press pass and I'm at Dodger Stadium, that's what I'm wearing. For sure. Gotta pimp the organization, right? So I'm also tracking some things. Okay, cool. So that's my new jersey. You'll see that. Yeah, pretty. It's like, why not? And I actually like those jerseys. The City Connects. I know they're doing them differently this year. The only thing, of course, it shouldn't say DODGERS. It should say DOYERS, and we all know that. Okay, no, I'm not in Arizona. Not anymore. I was there. Let's see. Okay, let's go back. I would start Rojas over Lux. We need defense. We already have great offense. Oh, yeah, but right now they're Lux is not bad at second base. He was actually very good in 2022. So I share the same thing with Showtime, LA. I am concerned that the wear and tear on Mookie Betts is going to be too much at shortstop, and it can impact his offense. That's a bad thing. We don't want to see that. Okay. There's a good question, Johnny Owen. How can everyone call the Padres a playoff team? Not everyone, I can tell you that. Playoff team acquiring Dylan Cease, but we're not one with Snell, Soto, Hader, Lugo, and Waka. Are they merely delusional? It's just the national press goes bonkers. They sit there and they like to dry hump on AJ Preller. Pause. They just like to do that. That's what they do. They go, oh my gosh, I've heard of Dylan Cease. He's really good. And they forget about all the things you just said. When this trade was made, I said, okay, well, that puts the Padres in a battle with the Giants for third place. That's my honest belief. Is they're a third place team at best. Machado's hurt. I know he's allegedly recovering. He's at that point, man. A lot of wear and tear on that bod. That's for sure. Definitely not want to Mookie short. I know it's a little dangerous. So I don't want to smack on Lux. I want Lux to do well. But I want to win. And if Adames needs to be brought in to play shortstop later, then so be it. Whatever. Padres are throwing parades after getting Cease. Yeah, I mean, a guy that had a mid 4.5 ERA. Not a lot to be. I don't know. They gave up a lot. I thought they'd had to give up more because the White Sox were asking for Spencer Jones from the Yankees. Preller knows how to build a farm system. He doesn't know how to build players. That's the problem. So having Cease is interesting, right? Right, Nando? It's interesting. In the Dodgers, I wouldn't mind if the Dodgers would have got him. But do you give up 3 top 10s? I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot for a guy that's highly questionable right now. But if he does revert to 2022, he's really good. But remember, that's also playing against competition that's the freaking AL Central. In 2022, they had a majority of their games against a really bad division. So 2023, they spread it out a bit. He did not have a good year. So there's plenty there, but he is no guarantee. Musgrove's been hurt. He has not had a good spring. Darvish is always getting hurt now. He's reached a certain age. He's always getting hurt. So they have that parade, folks. I know they're good at it, but it just is what it is. Third place. Or fourth, the Giants and the Padres will battle with that. I am a big believer in the Diamondbacks. I hate that, but they only got better, and they have a good group. The thing is, I think they're a little questionable is, how good can Merrill Kelly be a number 2? Can the Rodriguez guy? I can't remember his first name. The lefty they signed that didn't want to play for the Dodgers. Can he be somebody that's a legit number 3? I don't know. Again, a lot of success in the AL Central. Doesn't impress me that much. Let's see. Who would have thought that Jim Crane would be willing to spend so much money in free agency? Yeah, he's trying to extend that window there. They got some guys leaving this year, possibly. Friedman says that until Luck starts costing games and leads the league in errors. Yeah, let's hope not. I don't think he'll do that. I think, I still think it's a head thing. They can say body all they want. No. He was fine. Doing all those off-season workouts, he's fine. It's a head thing. It's okay. Really, hey, pray for Lux, man. We want Gavin Lux to do well because with him at the bottom of the order, they are a really good team. Devin Williams injured. Do you think that forced Dodgers into not trading for him because they knew? So the Brewers would have had to disclose all that stuff. General managers get suspended for making those trades if they trade an injured guy. That happened to AJ Preller. He traded an injured guy when they got that lefty. I can't remember. It was in 2016. Yeah, I'm not in Arizona right now. I was there. I just left yesterday. How much get jersey custom and how much? I was down here. The jersey itself was like $140, and then it cost me $50 to do that. Oh, didn't know that Showtime. Sad about Williams. That's the same injury to cut David Wright's career short. That would suck. Yeah, Dylan Cease. Here we go. 7-9 with a 4.5 ERA. Let's celebrate. Like I said, I would like to have the guy, but I'm a collector of pitchers. Like the Dodgers need to collect pitching. Padres, boy, they better trade the right guy. You hear about that pervert guy asking about Ohtani's wife's body part or something like that. I didn't listen to that. I haven't heard that, but that would be terrible. Really sucks Williams. Yeah, so Musgrove and Machado are not in their best form. Well, Machado can't even play in the field at the moment, or at least in the games. He had surgery. Musgrove started, he's been recovering from an injury. Yeah, Eduardo Rodriguez, yeah. So the Padres, they got some issues. They do have some talent, though. That's the thing. They still have some talent. I'm not going to take that away, but I got the Diamondbacks higher than them. And I've got the Dodgers higher than the Diamondbacks, but Diamondbacks hopefully are going to give the Dodgers a run this year. I am hopeful of that, if you can believe that. I'm going to try something while we're doing this. Let's see. So with spring training a little bit. So some of the things I did see, it was really cool there was a lot of photographers in the camera well when I was in there. It was about 10 of us. It was pretty packed. But I was just in there. I didn't want to get in anyone's way with things. So I was careful with that. Just got in, got out. And then, like I said, I really enjoy the minor league stuff. Talking to the guys. I was trying to get an interview with Jesus Galiz. Didn't quite work out, but we'll do that. We already talked about it. We're gonna do it over Zoom. I wanted to do it face to face, but we'll see. Manny's a punk. Yeah, Manny. If Manny's your leader, you got a problem. And he thinks he's the leader of that team. Yeah, spring training was great. Like I said, some goods and bads, but the bads were really they're not bad. It was just, things that happened. Weird stuff with media credentials, trying to get one through the White Sox, and they're very kind about it, which I appreciate. Go, well, can't get a White Sox one and then go on Dodger stuff and use it. So I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So my nerdy plan went away. A Moncada or a Rosarina or Dodgers by the deadline. I never know. Need a third baseman or shortstop. What do you think? Well, yeah. Well, and right now, Max Muncy lost weight the bad way. They said that he that he's lost 10 pounds in the last few days. We know what that's from. That's from out the mouth and out the booty. That's just not good. So Muncy is not healthy. I hope they don't force him in the lineup. Just let Kike play third or something like that, or Taylor. I don't care. Let Muncy. I really believe Muncy's gonna have a really nice year this year. But he's got to get some strength back. You lose 10 pounds like that, that's just not good. Yeah, JYLA. I mean, the left side of the infield, it's the biggest question mark. That's for sure. I'd rather see Snell in the Red Sox, no Astros, no Giants. Amen. Or the Dodgers. Whoop, Benji asks, are you nervous about Yamamoto shaky starts? Seems to get rattled after runners get on base, though the fielding hasn't helped. Yeah, I'm gonna read that last statement again, last sentence again. The fielding hasn't helped. So there's been issues there. There's on the field. I'm not worried about Yamamoto. Here's what I do think. I think there's going to be plenty of times he's going to have rough starts at the beginning. He's adjusting. He's adjusting not only from this is the major leagues, and the ball's a little different, and my teammates are different. He's only got, a few people around him that speak his language, even though if you saw Joe Kelly's podcast, really funny stuff, because Joe Kelly's the best. Real funny stuff. Joe Kelly talking about golfing with him. And so Yamamoto, he said, they say Blake Trinan and Joe Kelly said he's very outgoing. They really like him. Just there's a language barrier though, and he's away from home. He is not. The United States is not his home yet. Maybe he'll eventually move here. Who knows? But he loves. So I'm not worried about him yet. I expect some problems. But where where I'm hoping is that by June, July, he's settled in and is comfortable and is doing his thing, which is spot on control, elite velocity, elite stuff with really good velocity. Let's see. Oh, how about DePaula at spring training? He looks nice. He does. I had a chance to chat with him briefly. So if any of you see my interview with him, I mentioned to him, this was in last year around June, July. I mentioned to him, it's like, hey, Dodgers are going to have to move Mookie Betts to second base permanently to make room for you. And I talked about that with him. And first and foremost, he was so polite. He was saying, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Really polite, really respectful. Props to you, Josue DePaula, and your family for raising up a good dude. But he's looked really good, because he had that thing where it looked like he twisted his wrist a little bit. But then he came and got a single the next inning. He's really good. I hope the Dodgers push him. I really do. I want them to push him hard. I want to see him in Double-A as soon as possible. Spend a little bit of time in Great Lakes, get him in Double-A. I did get, so I'm a big fan of where he's heading. Maddox Bruns has not pitched much in the spring, so I'm a little bummed about that. Let's see. They're just not getting Kim. I'm sorry for. Freedom's. I try to be as free of speech as possible on the chat. I'm just going to tell you, they're not getting Hassan Kim in 2024. Now maybe after 2024 when he's a free agent. Yep. Benji's is 100% correct. Muncie's going to feel weak. I know. Got to be careful. Do you believe that Yamamoto is tipping? He could be. He's got to get used to that stuff. They got to figure that out. Norm wishes they moved Ohtani to third and Freeman to clean up. Who do you want batting second then? You want Lux batting second? Or what do you want, Norm? I want to hear that. Yeah. DePaula might be he might be our most promising prospect. One player I didn't get to see was Yoendry Vargas. I was pretty bummed about that. I couldn't find him. Now he might have been there, but no luck with that. And I've got a ton of content to still put out. A lot of it'll show up in Instagram. The little shorts and stuff, pitch clock is another adjustment. Absolutely. Really good points. Benji's on fire today, man. I'm going to give you the microphone. You're doing really well. You got some great stuff today, man. So, yeah, overall, just really good to see those players. Good to see the, Galiz. I got to chat briefly with Lorenzo. Had a really good chat with John Rooney. Dude's fired up. Dude is confident and feeling good. He had a great spring. He had 5 appearances with the Dodgers. I'm just going to steal from him. He's going to make his debut in 2024, and it's going to be with the Dodgers. Yep, with the current roster, Lux has the offensive skill to bat second. True. Yeah, very much so, yeah. There would be absolute chaos with anyone else there. I also ran into an old friend, Drew Saylor, who was the manager of the Quakes in 2018. Last time I had contact with him, he was helping me with an article that I was writing about the Dodgers catchers. And I saw him like, oh, hey, Drew. And we talked about that. And we even talked about the catchers. It was Will Smith before he was Will Smith. I did get to see Kendall George. And Kendall, and I got a chance to talk with him too. He's a really good spirit. He really is. Andy Paez, I only saw a little bit up close. Oh, that swing. Dude, he just looks so good. Can't wait to see him debut in 2024. Yeah, he is. Dude, he's locked in. The one thing I'm waiting for, I'm just waiting to see him smile. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Quakes rebrand, but it's only for 3 games, folks. It's not for the whole thing. But that hat with it's Joe Kelly in his mariachi jacket pitching. Sign me up. Sign me up for a lot of those hats. I gotta make sure I get one for my younger son. He'll want one. Yeah, I heard about that with Taylor trying to flatten his swing, Norm. And then as Monday's talking about that, Rick Monday's talking about that. He takes a big loop and swing, but yeah, he's just trying to. I think he's trying to. The Dodgers have enough guys that are coming up and trying to hit a lot of home runs. Yeah, will the Dodgers sweep the Padres? I don't know if they're going to sweep them, and I just want them to come back healthy. Because in 2014, when they did the whole Australia thing, Kershaw gets off the plane, ends up missing 6 weeks. Brian Wilson, the Beard, left his fastball in Australia. So I don't want to see that happen. And it's already kind of been, Lux has been sick. Muncie's still sick. Will Smith with some lower back tightness. Why? I mean, I think people mention, why the heck was Will Smith even on that plane if he's got back tightness? That's just the, leave him at home. Let Hunter Fedusha play. You hate Dylan Cease going to the Padres. Oh, yeah, I would rather the Padres not get him. I'd rather have the Dodgers have gotten him. But, they would have had to give up some serious talent. And the Padres did. We'll see. We'll see if it's worth it. I think that it's almost like AJ Preller. He just can't handle not being part of in the mix. And let's see. This is funny. Let's go to the Twitter for a little bit. So Miles McCollum and his stupid mustache on opening versus the Dodgers. We're not exactly a low payroll team, but you got the Dodgers playing checkbook baseball. We're going to be the hardest group of Midwestern farmers we can be. It would be great to stick it to the Dodgers. You weirdo. And I like what Blake Harris says. Pitcher making $18 million who posted a 4.78 ERA last year wants to stick it to the big bad Dodgers. Well done, Blake. This whole checkbook. These people are being stupid. They're just being silly. The Dodgers have spent their money pretty darn wisely. They don't have one of those things. Let's see. Okay. This is interesting about the A's, I believe. Okay. Yeah, I was looking for Dave Stewart because Dave's used to be my son's coach, as a lot of you already know. Let's see what else we got going. See if there's anything going on in here. Let's see. Alex Freeland to Corey Seager. I honestly don't see it. There's a little bit there, but I don't see that. But you know what? Flipping Casey's pretty darn good at this stuff. So, yeah. All right, back to me, I guess. Back to my grill. Yeah, this whole checkbook baseball. Just come on, just shut up. They're just being really, really bad in a dumb way, and they're setting a narrative. It's like, okay, let's just say in my perfect world, I'm a Major League Baseball player, and what's one thing I want to do as a baseball player? There's the win things, but what's most important? To be honest, what do I want for my life? I want to make some cash. I want to make a lot of cash. Why would I want to be on another team and going, it's bad that a team is spending a lot of money? That is so ignorant. It's important that these teams spend a lot of money, Miles, and your stupid mustache. Unbelievable. The players union should go, hey, shut up. Shut up, because we want teams to spend like the Dodgers, not like the Cardinals. Cardinals got $1 jillion. They all got a ton of money. They all could have afforded to go get Shohei Ohtani. I can almost guarantee that, except the A's. Let's see. Norm says, are you more excited or more nervous to see Yamamoto pitch against San Diego following the last two appearances? I'm always nervous until it doesn't matter. National media wants the Padres to be good so bad. I know. They've been... the Padres are like that porn magazine. They just go, oh my gosh, look at her. She's so beautiful. They're just idiots. The national media, again, we've said it before, all they really think about is players' names they recognize. And, Dylan Cease was runner-up Cy Young 2022. So they go, he must be great. They're just not good at this type of stuff. They don't do their homework. There's a few that do a good job, but in general, a lot of them are just not very good. They're there for their personality, but they're not doing the homework. I'll admit that I don't do what's the homework I should be doing. I can't even pronounce Miles Mikolas or whatever his name is and his dumb mustache is. James says, I heard KBO is implementing robo-umps in 2024. You wonder if MLB will follow suit. Let's hope so, please. Yeah, we have one of the best farms in the league. He completely forgot about that. I mean, that's just, yeah. They do that. And he's just being silly. Yeah, stay employed. San Diego was trying to engage in checkbook baseball the last few seasons until the ATM told them they were overdrawn. And they engaged in bad checkbook baseball. Bad money. Okay, let's go through it real quick. Signing Xander Bogaerts to a 11-year, $280 million contract. Yu Darvish to, I think it was a 6-year, $110 million extension. Jake Cronenworth, 7 years, $80 million. Those contracts forced them to trade One of the top hitters in baseball, Juan Soto. That's what it did. And they've also lost one of the best, top two relievers, Josh Hader. One of the 2023 Cy Young Award winner, Blake Snell. That's what they've done. That's bad spending. My only gripe with the Dodgers is Seager. That's it. The rest, it's been at least lately. So 2016, they spent some dumb money. Anderson. Oh, fudge. The Anderson pitcher for the Dodgers. And after 2015, they gave him a qualifying offer, and he accepted it. And then they had they gave Scott Kazmir 3 years, $48 million, and let Zach Greinke go. So they should have just kept Greinke for that. But at the same time, they got Maeda. They almost blew with that other Japanese pitcher from Seattle who would have cost them their first-round draft pick, which would have been either Lux or Will Smith. So yeah, yeah, that's that was a little weak in my opinion. But in general, I keep wanting to say Richard Anderson, but it's Richard Anderson. It's not him. Fudge. Give me Anderson's last name. No, not Tyler. No, 2015, 2016. He was the pitcher that would just always, when the ball came back to him, he looked terrible. Just very unathletic. He's not an ace, 2 or 3 at best. I know. Seager makes you sad. The only players I'm sad we didn't get this offseason are Burns and Rosarena. Both are true difference makers. Otherwise, I'm fine with missing on the others. Yeah, I don't think Rosarena is terribly available. Burns, I should have got. Yeah, I'm with you. Bauer was the worst waste of money. That's a weird one in a lot of ways. That whole thing went down so wrong. They did. Yeah. Not Brady. It wasn't Brady. Brett Anderson. Yep. Forgotten. Yeah, Bauer, that should have worked out. That was when that happened, I was good with it. The Casimir one that happened was terrible. He was like, why did you do this? Because so he was with the sorry, Scott, you're out there, I know, somewhere doing, all that stuff, but he was with the A's. They traded him to the Astros at the trade deadline, and he was absolutely atrocious down the stretch. And the Dodgers still gave 3 years, $48 million. Versus, hey, Trevor Bauer won the Cy Young Award. That was a risk, and I'll give you that. But in terms of just looking at it, going ooh, versus giving Brett Anderson $16 million. Yeah, Brandon McCarthy, but I'm looking at it going into the move, not afterwards. Those are different things. And I'm going where I also saw it. I thought Brandon McCarthy was a good call. He got hurt, and then he got the yips. Did y'all see guys trying to? Yeah, don't you know what? Fire hashtag. Do all your hashtag. Fire Dave Roberts, whatever. Don't throw anything at him. Nothing like that. That's disgusting. Jason Schmidt all-time worst. Yeah, that was dumb. He was a train wreck of injuries. I'm just talking about, but going into a move, and Jason Schmidt had nothing to do with this current administration. McCarthy did have some, yeah, but he'd had a really nice year with the Yankees, and it wasn't a huge contract. So I don't feel that bad about it. He didn't, make them have to not get other players like they've had to do with certain guys. Hey, Carlos. So, yeah, but I'm just going into the move, what does it look like? And, the way Bauer going in, look, I know people are going, hey, he's a bad guy. Let's be honest, that got kind of political. Props to the Dodgers for how they handled tolls. Sure, absolutely. My question: what does he need health insurance for? Why can't the Dodgers pay for it? They can afford it. It's one of those funny things where employee, sometimes someone in the Dodger organization gets sick, and you see all the announcers going, "Hey, we got to raise money for such and such an employee." Why are they having to raise money for that employee? These people are all filthy rich, including the Dodgers. You don't need to sit there and have a fundraiser for people who are making, $20 to $25 an hour to donate to help somebody. These people make millions of dollars. They should be donating. So they don't need to give Tolles health insurance. Just pay for it for the rest of his life. Take care of the man. I don't know. I know it's corporation and all that stuff, and it, hashtag not my money. But there's a lot of phoniness to some of these things. They can take care of Andrew Tolles without doing their little thing. But I actually have a Tolles jersey. I love Tolles. Tolles is one of my all-time favorite players. Take care of the man. Take care of the man for the rest of his life, if need be. Yeah. So, but yeah, I've seen it, fundraisers for these employees, and you got millionaires asking you on Twitter to take care of somebody with, a GoFundMe when they can all afford it. Made me sick. Look at Mark Kurtanian. He had to do a GoFundMe page. Mark was with the Dodgers organization. Take care of your people. You've got the money. It's because they're the CEO of BlackRock. BlackRock is evil. Yeah, PR is PR. I understand that. But I always look down to where you at. Yeah, BlackRock is evil. Dan, we are in violent agreement on that. So, yeah, Dodgers, that's the way you want to do it with keeping Tolles with his insurance. Make sure you're covering the co-pays. Take care of that man. And take care of your employees. You guys have the money to do it. And I think there needs to be a little bit of heart, because I see them asking, people asking money. And you'll see it again. Someone at Dodger Stadium, like some usher or somebody that's going to get sick, and you're going to see some tweet from one of the Dodger people asking for your money. Like, okay. Nah, they should be the ones donating it. It's just silly. Back to baseball and rant. So, okay, now, has anyone seen anything about the game being televised today? I have not, which is not good. And I have not seen anything about the prospect game being televised. And I dropped my, or at least for now, my YouTube TV. So I do not have, I don't, they were off MLB Network. MLB Network is off them anyway. So I don't have access to MLB Network. Yep. Norm, nailing it. The Dodgers are a corporation, and we know that corporations are all about image and dollars. Very true. But also at the same time, the corporation has people like Magic Johnson who, what's he worth? I'll just say it off. I'm going to just guess $500 million. $500 million? That's what I'm going to say Magic's worth. He can take care of Andrew Tolles. Billie Jean King, what's she worth? A whole lot of money. Yeah. Both games are televised on cable. Okay. Is that Spectrum? I just haven't seen anything on MLB at bat. I'm hoping things show up there, Michael. Yeah, I did have a press pass for that Angels for that game, but I had to leave early from Arizona. So I'm not at that game, but I do want to be watching it. So yeah. Yeah, yeah. These guys all have money. Let's go. All right, so let's go around the roster real quick, or position by position. We're going to ignore pitcher for the moment. Catcher, I think we're good. Oh, Magic only worth 1.2 billion. Oh, okay. I think he can take care of Tulsi. I think he can take care of Tulsi and any other employee that gets sick without impacting the corporation. He could. Catcher's good. Will Smith, Austin Barnes, Hunter Fiducia. Hopefully Hunter gets some love and gets some playing time. Good to see that he is in Korea. Really would like to see him debut this year. First base, Freddie Freeman. Enough said. Second base, at the moment, is Gavin Lux with the possibility of Mookie Betts. We also have Chris Taylor, Kiki Hernandez, and Miggy Rowe. And yeah. So I think their second base is set. Shortstop. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Mookie Betts is the shortstop right now. Ooh, Yuri Perez came out with a game today with elbow soreness. Oh, man. What do we say, folks? Pitchers break. And you can never have enough pitching. Yep. So shortstop is Miggy Rowe. Lux is not playing shortstop this year, according to Andrew Friedman today. So are they going to go with what they got? I just don't want to, and the concern has been mentioned up here a few times, do not want to see Mookie's bat compromised, especially after what we saw last year in the postseason, which it was compromised just because he just didn't Mookie. Marlin's looked more and more like sellers this year. Well, Tanner Scott, come on down. Third base, Max Muncy, backed up by Kike. Muncy, of course, well, he's sick. He's been sick. He should not be playing for a few more days because he lost more weight that he wasn't ready to lose. He lost weight the bad way. Defense is the question mark, right? Get even Lux at second his throwing has been terrible. He has not been making good throws. It's in his head. I don't want to hear anything about his body and everything's out of sync. They just don't want to say what it is. And I understand that. And I wish Lux the absolute best. I want him to do really well. Dan's fan page over there, 88, he talked about that. We lift up Lux, but I can guarantee you this, regretfully, that first error he makes at Dodger Stadium, the fans are going to kill him. By boos, you know what I mean? Not deletion. I don't want to see that. We love Lux. At least I do. And I think a lot of you do too. We're all rooting for him. So left field is Teoscar Hernandez. Lots of power there. I'm confident about left field, that's for sure. I do think that it's possible that when Jason Hayward is not starting, that Teoscar could go to right with Chris Taylor or Kike playing left. Just saying. So Teoscar, then James Outman, nice spring, good shape, looking good. Then right field, Jason Hayward, and something like that, and then a platoon partner, Kike, Taylor, Teoscar, whatever, with Andy Pages lurking. And also possibility of Miguel Vargas playing in left field, maybe eventually. So I'm not loving right field at the moment, but I'm going to love it a lot more if Andy Pages can, or as I used to call him, Andy Pages. If we get Pages out there in right field, eventually, I think we're going to love it. Yeah, 25 dogs for Hernandez. That sounds about right. Yeah, I would rather see Pages in right field. I think you're going to see it. I am confident. I'm starting to feel so confident about that. But I hope it's not because Jason Hayward stinks. I hope Jason Hayward has a great year. I just want Pages or whoever to force their way on that roster. Vargas, Pages, make Force yourself on that roster. Make them think about you. Put it in their head. That's what John Rooney was telling me when I was talking to him. He goes, man, I'm getting the eyes on myself. People are seeing me now. Get those eyes on. Make it happen. So I like where we're at in a lot of ways. Oh boy. Yeah, Heyman just reported that too about Yuri Perez. Oh man. Oh, yuck. Yeah, so Heyman's reporting, Yuri Perez slated to visit noted surgeon Keith Meister in Texas in the coming days. Oh, gosh. Okay, so why don't I just bring up the internet machine for y'all? I need to log off pretty soon. Wife's coming home. We're going to go hang out hopefully for a bit. Oh, yeah, she's close, so I'm going to have to get off in a minute. All right, let's take a quick look at what Heyman's saying real quick. Because I think, Heyman, Marlin's announced it on the day after exiting his outing early on Wednesday due to the discomfort from his broken nail on his right middle finger. Perez experienced elbow soreness on Thursday. That is awful. Sorry. Pitchers. There is something wrong with how they're handling pitchers. Clearly. These guys are breaking too much. It's super sad, and I hate it. Miguel Vargas bummed you out? Hey, I'll give props to Miggy. He didn't recognize me at first, but then he saw me and came over, and we, got to. He put it this way: he don't forget where he came from. Look, every pitcher who throws in the upper 90s will eventually get elbow or shoulder surgery, and Bobby Miller is not immune. I know. I don't want to say it though. I don't want to say it, but yeah, these guys are throwing just out of their minds. People aren't made that way. Bob Student, I watched Trevor Bauer's podcast against the Dodgers podcast. Love him or hate him, the man can still bring it. He was hitting 95 to 99. His pitching approach spot on. The only guy to barrel him was Andy Paez. Yeah. I can tell you this. There are plenty of Dodger pitchers that work at Trevor Bauer's facility. Okay? And there's a reason for that, because Trevor Bauer is way ahead of almost everyone else. His brain works differently. He's kind of a genius. He's a pitching savant. And we could talk the other stuff that has nothing to do with what he knows about pitching. That's for sure. So people could say, "Oh, I hate Bauer and all that." But people still go to him. Major League Baseball players, minor league baseball players, guess who they go see? Trevor Bauer and his organization. Yes, they go to Driveline too. To be honest, I'd go to Bauer before I go to Driveline. If my son was still pitching, I'd send him to Bauer. Again, ignoring the other stuff. Just talking about pure knowledge and stuff like that. Give me a guy that actually does it and can still do it and has been ahead of the ballgame the whole time. Dude's way ahead of everyone else. He reminds me of the Dodgers reliever Mike Marshall, the 1974 Cy Young Award winner. He reminds me of that, the way his brain works. So, all right. I am going to end this stream. If y'all can please forward it along. I know I should have done the timing better. Yeah, Dustin May, classic example. Throwing way harder than his body can handle, and his mechanics can support. His mechanics are brutal. And I did, real quick, I want to do something real quick here. All right, here we go. Walker Buehler has already said that he's already got a lot of money. And it sounds to me like he really wants to be a Dodger for a long time. Dodgers, go make Walker Buehler a Dodger. Find a way to build a contract with incentives to keep him around. He is the type of guy you need around the team that has proven he's October quality. He may not be the same pitcher he was, so provide that in the incentive. But please sign Walker Buehler. I'll probably fix that later, but I wanted to get that out there. Yeah. So Buehler, he wants to be a Dodger, it sounds like. I'm gonna do a little more research. I'll probably do a little short on that. I just wanted to throw that out there. I might clip it eventually. But all right, that's it, folks. It's good to be back. We will. I got a lot of content to work on to get it out. I'll be leaking it slowly but surely. I just work's busy. I got a call in the middle of the Thursday's things to we got a call in work while I was doing work with on Thursday at spring training. So all right, folks, thank you for everything again. I definitely appreciate you all and hope to see you on our next show. Hopefully we'll do something on Monday night at the latest. Hopefully I'll schedule it correctly and we can talk again. So thanks again, everybody. God bless and go Dodgers.